Yeah. What's going on, guys? We got a video from Scamboli Reviews. This nigga makes amazing anime videos. I watch all of them. I think is this the first one I'm recording? I remember one time I wanted to record one, but I was so busy on I wanted to watch it. I watched it. But yeah, when drunk people make an anime. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay.
You guys know
Fucking
Evangelion?
monkey. Ace attitude. Attorney.
This show was created when those guys got shit-faced drunk. It turned out pretty good. The story goes somewhat like this. Gainax had just finished
If you haven't seen Gurren Lagann, by the way, watch Gurren Lagann. It's my favorite anime all the time. You need to watch it. It's a fucking good show. I did not know this company made that, by the way. But Gurren Lagann, Fully Cooley, not a good one. Watch Fully Cooley. That one's good too.
broadcasting Gurren
Alright, continue.
Lagann. That's a big deal because the show was a
Panty and
massive
Stalking.
success. So the whole team behind the show had the same thought. I need to get f***ed up. The crew takes a trip somewhere, and eventually came the drinks. Now I'm sure the usual stuff was going on, conversations like, I love you, bro. No.
I knew this shit was gonna. I know this nigga was gonna be wildin'.
Oh, bro, Sama, I love you. No, I love you.
I wonder who drew this shit.
I love
It looks like something he drew, honestly. Okay.
I made that part up. Here's the truth according to Wikipedia. The team and a drunken
Still
student
shocked me.
begins
Still
throwing
shocked me. I was not
ideas
expecting
around.
that.
There's ideas for how to animate next time, which shows they want to work on, etc.
Oh, they made Kill La Kill? I did not know that.
He's like, holy fuck. I've been waiting for this. He suggests a show inspired by American adult animation, stuff like South Park or Drawn Together. He'd call it Panty and Stalking with Gardabil. It would push boundaries, be offensive, and not be put into a box. They liked this idea so much, nearly all of the concepts for the show were made on this one trip. And by a miracle, the team started having fun.
I mean, it looks like an American show. I would not when I first seen this, I did not think this is a Japanese. I think this is like a early 2000 type of show. Honestly,
out of the concept art with things you'd never think.
the fucking fan art is crazy though.
Demons,
Jesus.
guns made out of underwear.
I don't know how old they are, so I'm about to not say anything.
White. Who thinks of this stuff? Ideas bounce.
Nigga Priest is
around
crazy
randomly.
though.
So much so that by the end they had enough content for 6 seasons of the show. Of course, it ended up hilarious and insanely fun to watch. But not right away. The crew wanted Panty and Stalking to push Japan's boundaries to the upper limit. But if we exclude porn, Japan's upper limit is like not super crazy. So word on the internet is the show didn't even perform well.
Panty, I've seen the statement like a million times. Panty Stalking didn't do too well despite getting lots of international issues. I believe that's why he decided to do more safe stuff after that, and probably why Emmy left to form Trigger. It's just dead right now without Evangelion and Image, blah blah blah. In my opinion, well, I heard that Trigger has new ideas for new season of Panties. Can't make it because of legal reasons.
This anime
Interesting.
needed was freedom.
America?
In America, our adult cartoons touch all sorts of degeneracy.
They-
If you've ever watched Super Jam?
they do
you
some
have no
fuck
doubt
shit.
Wondered how the fuck
They did some
it's on
fuck shit.
cable. So Funimation purchases the rights to Panty and Stalking and starts working on a dub. This would end up being the greatest thing that could have happened to the show. They tell Jamie March, the writer, director, and voice actress of the show, to America the shit out of it. Jamie takes it upon herself to push the show as far as she can take it, and by some miracle, yet again, they begin to have fun. Funimation's new dub changed the show. It changed how the characters
kinda wanna watch
the
this now.
jokes, entire conversations, and it became something completely unique. People loved the changes, calling it an orgasm of excellence. The best
Okay, I wouldn't describe shit like that, but you know, it's you know, people think about shit different ways.
anime of
I
2010.
ain't judging.
This shit is awful. Panty and Stalking is an anime that relies on swears, penis jokes, and violence as its selling point. This anime offends me. Not a single thing.
I like that.
It's possible Funimation went too far with this anime, but too far is what I'm all about, baby. What's in this show? Why do so many people like it? Why do people hate it? Define
It's the
these
questions.
answers. We're gonna have.
Okay, I did not know we were just watching the video.
The show is completely unbefitting of 2010. I was blown away by the little title cards, the expressive animation, and sweeping shots.
This
of the
looks
city.
crazy. Like this is not
Fucking shit.
like 2010.
Then I met Panty.
Ah!
Panty
Oh.
is what we would call
Okay, so they are
good old-fashioned
of age.
and also our main character. Then there's Stalking. They're both sisters and angels who were kicked out of heaven. As punishment, they're sent to Earth to take out evil ghosts in exchange for god tokens. Today's
God
target,
tokens.
a ghost made out of poopy. Hey! This show's gonna get me demonetized.
This sounds like fucking childish as fuck.
The best one's name is Chuck. They've
Jesus.
killed Chuck. And finally, Garterbelt. Garterbelt is a special
Garterbelt.
case as he's a black guy.
Black
who's
Grease!
a white guy who's also a cheetah who's written by a
Whoa!
He also has some of the best dialogue in the entire show.
If we die out here, we're gonna kill you.
Patience is a virtue. Shut the fuck up.
Bro, I hear Vegeta in it too. I hear the voice. That's
So after we meet them, the two take off, and they find their poop ghost. Wait, he's merely a handsome plumber.
You're a hot piece of ass.
Do not do it.
I hear this voice before. I don't know. I can't recognize it.
You can't hear this. You can't hear this. After that, the two go back home because they didn't do anything.
Oh, I forgot
they
she's
were
a
supposed to
slut.
do.
My
This
bad.
is where you start realizing how the show's gonna play out. Panty and Stalking are much more like you and I than they initially seem. They care a lot about the same things we do. Cock, sugar, the essentials. Dumb stuff like saving people and killing ghosts, that gets in the way.
Nah,
This episode is about a
not
different
too
ghost
much.
that Panty and Stalking slowly work themselves up to fighting, each time in a different way. What happened to the ghost we were supposed to worry about? Oh, it's
Shit?
It's
Is that poo poo? Oh my god. The amount of poo poo shit is in this is crazy.
What are we gonna do?
Panty and Stalking turn hot for 10 seconds and finally do their jobs. This is one half of episode 1. Remember, they take inspiration from cartoons, so every
Yeah.
episode is split into 2.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Just like the shows you used to eat cereal to. This appreciation for American
I like
culture is
that.
the
I like
heart of what
that.
makes Panty and Stalking so unique. There's references to Ren and Stimpy.
So it's
Courage the
15
Cowardly Dog,
minutes in each
Transformers, the
one?
Michael Bay version,
Okay.
The Powerpuff Girls, High School Musical, Fight Club, Beverly Hills Cop, Pulp Fiction.
High School
South
Musical's
Park.
crazy.
Simpsons looks straight out of Foster's Home, and Chuck is a reference to Invader Zim. Every episode has some reference around the corner. They're super
American?
fun to find. As
I like
awesome as
this.
that
I
is,
like
the way
this.
this impacts the format is more important. Let's say I want to build a powerful narrative in a story that takes
That show,
itself
this show, you're not doing that
I
bullshit
might
in.
not just need
You're not doing that
characters
bullshit
you
in.
like, but ones that
Absolutely
experience hardship,
not.
face their bad decisions and fall again and again and again and again until they figure out how to stand up straight. Because that's when people grow, and when you capture that, you get those memorable climaxes where the main characters reach the end of their journey. This is usually only possible if you don't blow the characters into smithereens the last episode.
Yeah.
Panty and Stalking sacrifices
Don't do that.
the ability to create tension in
Yeah.
exchange for specking
Comedy.
all the way
I like
into
that.
entertainment. It sucks if you want a meaningful story, but when you want to eat cereal and scratch your nuts, this sort of thing
That's
is perfect.
perfect,
It allows
yeah.
the creators to be free. When each episode has practically fuck all to do with the last, there are no wrong answers.
The fuck? He pregnant?
Transformers parody where the main robot is named Coctimus Prime. Go ahead, make Tom Cruise the game show host where a lawyer monkey decides the fate of the main characters. Who gives a dang? There's this episode that confused the shit out of me at first.
I am
Episode
too.
3 starts off in a desaturated, super
Is this fucking?
serious rowboat.
Why did I think this is Noah's Ark for a second? That's fucking crazy.
That's a weird explosion. Everyone's scared. Is his handwriting
Hands up. The time's come
spermies?
to pound this
Everyone's
out.
pound.
Some of
Huh.
you guys, but you came through. You came quick, hard.
If you haven't noticed it yet, let past me explain it to you.
It's time, Seaman.
Wait.
The dick jokes are crazy.
sperm
The dick jokes are.
soldiers.
Oh my god! I get it now. I get it now.
Can I talk to the orchestra for a second?
Don't talk to my ear like that.
This episode starts off in the perspective of fucking sperm
Huh.
soldiers.
Yeah.
It's a ball, never knowing what's going to happen next, especially when the cast is trying to push every boundary they can. Your
The dub
expectations
seems like it's way better than the
fall
sub. I'm not gonna
short of
lie.
what's actually going to happen
Like
next.
Dragon Ball, that's what it
It's
seems like.
funny.
Yuck.
Carlton. You called, sir. Fetch me the Gringos. Right away, sir. Yes, these people. The character designs are so eye-catching, constant references, and the concepts for these episodes are super unique. But it was missing spice. What Funimation did, these Gringos took a look at all the hard work Gainax produced and polished it with a different perspective. They disregarded strict translation. So much of the dialogue comes out completely natural. It sells the jokes, and the characters become
That's what I'm saying.
believable.
This
So when
seems
Garterbelt
good.
said,
All All right, you hookers, go wash your asses in the sink.
I paused right there because I've said this sentence almost word for word.
I
to
put,
people.
I mean, something like that. Go wash your ass in the sink.
It varies greatly depending on where you are.
That's
When
a
you watch an
background, by the
anime
way.
with
That was fire.
translation, half the shit is still gonna fly over your head. We don't get the puns or the references to politicians, and we've
I swear, this nigga Trump in so many animes. I know he's in Baki too.
developed a
Like,
separate
goddamn.
sense of humor. But when you strip down that barrier and say, fuck being accurate,
Mm-hmm.
you get something like Ghost Stories.
He made, oh, that's what it was. It was just a Ghost Story video of him and just explaining the possible and how Ghost Story became a thing is what I watched. Which Ghost Story is still fucking one of the craziest animes, the dub at least that I've seen. And I,
God, you are four of the ugliest fucking kids I've ever had the misfortune of laying my eyes on. I can't wait for this bitch to.
As opposed to Ghost Stories, however, Panty and Stalking works with the original content in perfect harmony.
Oh,
Because the
yeah, I can
characters
see.
and plot are intact, but now they know the ins and outs of American culture. They reference
And now they can actually
LSPM,
say
they
it.
name drop Real Housewives of DC. This line right here.
You better not get all fat again. Otherwise, you'll have to get way good at blowjobs.
How did they know fat women are insane at blowjobs? You would never hear this in an anime. I especially like how they've portrayed the
Damn.
characters here. Everyone is so extreme.
this camera's so ugly. This is like the fish lens that Sneeko does. This shit is nasty. Back the fuck
Panty's a
up.
crazed harlot.
Jesus.
Garter is a walking stereotype, but somehow less racist than this. Stalking is a cute goth who likes fat dorks. Don't get excited, she's not real. These huge personalities collide and drum up so much chemistry, it's insane. That's how the show gets away with an entire episode taking place on a couch. I think a lot of these shows are scared to have female leads with serious defects. The most I'll see is a chick that's kind of mean because she's secretly the main character, or the classic donor that got bullied for being too pretty. All right, bro.
These niggas are just
you gotta
sluts.
sell merch of the characters, so you don't want to show her pooping or being a hoe.
I guess that's the difference
That's
between
what
them.
makes it so refreshing to see female leads who are weird as hell. Panty is panty. Stalking. Well, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen, and I want her to do it again. But that's not a katana in her hand. It's not.
This video, this man gonna get age restricted from this or
Stadium
something
is
like
a
that.
Shitty main character. Kazuma, Subaru, Riley Freeman, Rick Sanchez, Peter, Homer, Bojack. You're quite acquainted with this archetype.
Oh, yeah.
Rarely do you see chicks fill that role, especially not as elegant.
Shitty
And Stalking hurls
Shitty main characters are always amazing because you can't always relate to them, but they always give you a good time. If that makes sense. If that makes sense.
gorgeous colors and fire jokes at you from left and right. There's nothing quite like it. It's so brave artistically, but it's pretty stupid. A lot of
No,
what
it's
said
definitely
is
definitely
I like
definitely
how the
dumb.
characters are bad people.
These bitches do not care about nobody.
I like bad words.
They cuss like fucking pirates, okay?
I like how they sit around and do nothing.
They
Just
stay
like
out
us.
and out guarding
Just
their
like us.
credit card. They can't keep a job to save their fucking lives.
Okay, lady, you're just picking on me now. You were describing me.
Listen, I love Panty and Stalking, okay?
Oh, okay,
Ah.
good.
This
Facts.
show really does not like black people.
Guys, I have to admit, I actually do like black people, so
I hate this nigga. It shows literally no black
I
people.
kind of see where she's coming from, but you missed one thing, ma'am. They gave him the funniest line in the show, not the two Gringos. Something to think about. The humor is
hate this nigga
definitely not
sometimes.
for everybody.
Oh,
Most of
no.
it revolves around
This is like a lot of shit, penis, pussy, ass, that type of jokes. That's what I can see.
vulgar or saying the word pee-pee. But if you have thick skin, an open mind, and for some reason any of this seems appealing,
It
you'll
does.
see how sick the show
But it's
can
a
be.
lot of
The art is
seasons.
like,
A lot of seasons is crazy.
every
6 seasons is
scene
crazy.
extremely stylized. It leaves an aesthetic footprint on your mind. Onomatopoeias skate around the screen. Every time a villain dies, it cuts to the crew blowing up a real doll, so you know they had fun. The show gives off such a sense of freedom. When
I can get it. It has its own identity, and that's why it's different. And I am intrigued to watch this show. It actually seems like a different type of show. I don't know if it's on Netflix or not, but it definitely seems like it's my type of show to watch.
people can create without fearing the result, something like Panty and Stalking comes along. Or High Guardian Spice. Fearing the
Sorry.
result is a good thing.
I made a review about this video too. That one, and it was trash. He's a Jake player? I like him even more now! I fucking love Jake. Oh, amazing. All you gotta do is skateboard, 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 skateboard. And I'm a Bugs player too, so this is like my two mains like clashing unexpectedly. But yeah, no, fire video. I mean, that anime seems very interesting. Like I think I might. We'll see. If I don't talk about it for any of the next couple like weeks, and I did not watch the episode. I didn't watch it. But then again, I've been really into manga more than anime, so that's another reason. But yeah, I mean, let me know if you guys seen this Panty and Stockings and if it's good, or let me know any other anime that you could recommend. That's about it. See you guys in a bit.